Hello again, my legion. This is a video called In Trouble with the Law. First of all, I never saw this sign before, Young Lungs at Play. That's pretty cool, no smoking zone. I'm not a smoker. And this is a nice little teeny tiny park where the kids play. No one's here now. So I thought I'd just go to the picnic table and just sit down. And there's the church right up there on the hill. And that'll lead you to the subject matter for my next movie, my next video called In Trouble with the Law. Usually it's kind of hard, but it's obscured by the trees and stuff. It's a nice little church, but I got in trouble with I always try to keep my nose clean, but I got in trouble with the police back in '95. Apparently I was in I was in a McDonald's, the Gerard McDonald's, and I wasn't happy with the food or the service. So I went up to complain to the manager, and I was already in a really bad mood. I want to see if I can get a better picture of that church. And I was already in a really bad mood. And I went up to complain, and then the guy was a real jerk, And like I said, I was already in a bad mood, so that just makes things that much worse. And so he just pretty much just said, well, I don't know what I can do, and walked away. And I got pissed. And I let my anger get the best of me, unfortunately. And I started walking back and forth for about a minute. And I said, that's bullshit. And I walked out, and I slammed the door. And they said I busted the door, busted the glass and stuff. I walked away, and they asked me, hey, get back here, you busted the door. I was like, fuck you assholes. Apparently, they called the cops, right? And the cops said, you can't be getting that mad at people and stuff. But I just let my anger get the best of me, I haven't been up to this church, I don't know how long. And basically I went to the judge. It took a few days, and I got the tickets in the mail. One saying I broke the door. The other one saying that saying I was engaged in fighting, but I guess was true, but it's kind of bullshit anyways. I guess they must have people performing here, because they still have this as a coffee house. They have bands perform, like bluegrass and poetry and stuff, and they serve coffee in here. Well, anyways, I went to the judge, and the judge said that I definitely had to pay for the door, and the door was $117. They said, and this was like, anything over $500 would be a misdemeanor, and as in criminal mischief. But thankfully, it was only 117 bucks. And the judge said that I had to pay that. I had a year to pay it, plus I had to pay $72.50 court costs. Now, I had to pay the court costs up front, so I paid $72.50 court costs. And the judge was looking, well, I think that's about it. And then he saw the second ticket, engaged in fighting, and he said, well, you're going to have 24 hours community service also. Like, shit. Well, anyways, I had a year to pay off the $117.50 for the broken door. And like I said, I paid the $72.50 up front to the court. And my dad said, just pay those assholes $10 a month, but let them wait for their money. So that's what I did. Now, as far as, oh, they have a little house right here. As far as the community service went, they gave you a list of places you could work at around the community. Because that was like my first offense. So I had a choice. And, Universalist Church, built in 1855. That's cool. Well, anyways, I had 24 hours. I wanted to work at the library. So I called up the library. They had real weird hours. They helped me in the library. They said they didn't need me. So, and I had to do this within a month or I'd be in trouble. So Monday in the morning, 'cause I still had to work the other place, at the plastic place I was working at the time. They called the Albion Park. Well, at first I called this place and they said they didn't need me. And then I called the Albion Park, so they asked me to come down and start working there. I worked there like 9 hours, and then I had to leave to go to my other job. And the next day it rained, and that guy said, well, you pretty much can't do any work at the park while it's raining, because it was all outdoor yard work and stuff. And then all of a sudden, the lady who worked here, Marge Sherman, she was mad because they said they didn't need me, and she's always looking for people to help work and stuff here. And so she asked me to come to work, and then, you know, she bought me some gloves for what I needed. And she makes you work, but the nice thing is, after you work, she takes you out to lunch. She took me out to lunch 3 or 4 times for a free hamburger and fries, and she included it on my time, you know, which was really nice, but she made you work for it. And then that Friday, I had a vacation day, but I still had a half hour left here. So I went down here and worked, and then after that, she took me down to the restaurant for a free breakfast and of raisin toast and coffee. I ordered raisin toast and coffee, which I thought was real nice. Here's a downward look at the park. It's pretty cool. But so I had to. She signed off on my hours, and then the other guy, the guy from the Albion Park, signed off on my hours too. So I turned that in. So that was done. And then not too long, 3 months later, I found out that Albion, not the Albion, Gerard McDonald's. That's the McDonald's that had problems in. The Gerard McDonald's had problems with other people. They ordered a Big Mac, and there was pieces of a utility knife in it. And a lady almost bit into it, and she cut her tongue. And when they went up to complain, they act like they didn't care, the people there. So they were suing them. And I left a message on their machine saying, if I had a problem with that McDonald's too. If you need anybody to help you out, I can help you out. But of course, they never called me back. But I know crime doesn't pay, and I know I'll never do anything else to get in trouble again. You know, I've kept my nose clean for this long. I've only been in trouble that one time back in '95, but those people deserved it. They were assholes. And I've never set foot or done business with the Gerard McDonald's since, because they don't deserve my business. You know, I mean, the McDonald's I went to for those habanero reviews is the one at the Albion one, which is way up, which is up there. It's not that far away. So this has been my video, In Trouble with the Law, or as like Judas Priest would say, breaking the law, 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 which is a great song. But Beavis and Butthead was right. The old video, it kind of sucks, even though the song is awesome, you know. Well, anyways, walking down, back down, I had to show you that. And this might be the second to last video I do this weekend. I have one very simple food review to do. You know, I've done a whole crap load of food reviews, but they're for these fruit pops, and I don't think they'll last that long because I love them. I thought I'd review them maybe either today or tomorrow. So until next time, this has been a video, In Trouble with the Law. And until next time, take care, my legion. Oh man. Oh, I might as well show you this house. Now, they used to have an old-fashioned phone booth from England here, and apparently they got rid of it, and this house is pretty run down, but they have some cool colors there. I wish they still had that old phone booth I show you. It reminded me of the TARDIS, and if you remember the old Doctor Who series, especially the one with Tom Baker. Even though Doctor Who's the show Doctor Who is still around. This is the house right here. Oh, here's the dog, as usual. I'll show you. Like this house is kind of run down, but people live here, you know. Not to say mine ain't, but it has some vibrant colors on the right there, and some guys are fixing the roof right there. So until next time, take care, my legion. Ooh, they got green.